for the fans, welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to Mexico City, Mexico for a Week 11 clash between the Mexico City Aztecs and the Arizona Scorpions, with first round bye potential on the line for these two division winners. Arizona taking the West, Mexico City taking the South last week, but who will take this epic matchup on tonight's Saturday Showcase? I'm Cameron Irvine alongside Gerald Giudice, Justin Reside, Ike McBride on stats. Gerald, good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening. We have a great game coming up here. A lot of interesting matchups on both sides of the football. We'll get into that as we go later on in the game. But like you said, this is an important game for both teams. A win here make them get out of the wild card round.
Mexico City is 8-2. They watched Florida earlier this afternoon, barely scraped by Jacksonville, 35-28 to get to 9-2. So the pressure's on Mexico City to keep pace. Arizona trying to beat yet another division leader at the moment. They already have wins over Florida and Los Angeles this season. Will they get another over Mexico City tonight? Arizona is the road team. They will call the toss, and Ashley Jackson wants heads. Jackson, Garrison, Hands brothers, the captains for Arizona tonight in the all-white. It is tails. That means Mexico City wins the toss, and Mexico City will defer to the second half. Kickoff is coming up right after this. Cole Varner, the Hall of Famer, has the ball on the tee. Louisiana and St. Louis, a pair of 5-5 teams coming up here in just a little while. It should be an epic night of SFL action under the lights. Cole Varner's got the ball on the tee. Kick it, we're underway. From the goal line, this is TJ Punk on the return out to the 20, and Gerald always has some keys to the game for us as Ashley Jackson trots out on the field.
Keys to the game for Arizona is keep on protecting Ashley Jackson like you've been doing all season. She has only been sacked 12 times, which is second fewest in the league, believe it or not, to her quarterback counterpart, Matt Wilson, with 11. I think the running game is also going to be key here for Arizona and DJ Moses.
First and 10 on the 20, handoff goes to DJ to start it off. Picks up 3. Let's meet the Arizona offense. Ashley Jackson, DJ Moses in the backfield. Moses in his 5th season, all with this Arizona Scorpions franchise. Donnie Hands, James Hands, 11 and 12 respectively on the outside. TJ Punk, wide receiver number 88 inside. Will Todd, 89 is your tight end. Watch the big tackles up front on the line. Sean Crooked, 6'4", 315 in EJ to Q, 6'3", 312 in his 5th season. 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line for Jackson. Jackson will drop the throw, pats the ball once, flips it out to the fullback with the reception, a pickup of a couple more. Will bring up a 3rd down and 6. That is Rockford, Nick Rockford on the play.
Rockford with a small gain there, brings up a big 3rd and 6. You're talking about a Mexico City offense, an Arizona offense that's been 50% 3rd down conversions, midway pack in the league.
3rd and 6 at the 24. Jackson, quick fire. That pass is caught. First down. Pass hauled in by Donnie Hands. And early, Arizona converts that 3rd down. Gerald, we talked in the beginning of the week when we were prepping for this game about how 3rd down is going to be critical in this ball game.
Definitely. Mexico City coming in with the number 1 3rd down offense at 65%, but Arizona's defense is second best, only giving up 43. We'll see what happens here on 1st and 10.
Oh, fumble! It's Moses! It's picked up by Mexico City, and they've got a touchdown! Touchdown, Mexico City! And it's picked up and recovered by Xavier Hawkins, the slot corner, and if it stands, it's a 6-0 Aztec lead.
The 3rd round pick, the 6th pick in the 3rd round, rookie Xavier Hawkins, 6'4", 195, comes up with the scoop and score, but I will not be surprised if Eddie Gage throws out the red challenge flag here to see if that's a fumble. I'm not sure DJ Moses made a football move. But either way, it was a great play by Hawkins to take it to the end zone.
Fumble forced by Menafield, and yeah, we will get an early challenge from Eddie Gage. Let's see, Gerald. We're looking for a football move out of Moses. Critical early play.
There, I'm not sure if he got that second foot down to plant to make a move. That's 50-50. I'm going to say it's going to be overturned, and it's going to be second down.
Feet down, but no move. I agree with you, Gerald. I think it's going to be overturned, and it is. Incomplete. Wipe the touchdown off the board in a huge early break for DJ Moses, who had a very costly fumble last season late in the season, and lucky to get that one back. Second down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Two in the backfield, 4-3 look for Arizona, or for Mexico City rather, and Moses running right is smashed in the backfield. A 2-yard loss wrapped up by Dexter Jackson in his 4th season with the Aztecs to force another third down for Arizona.
Third and a long situation. Great penetration there by Dexter Jackson to get through that offensive line and to stop DJ Moses for a loss of 2. Bringing up a big third down here early in the ballgame.
Third down and 12 at the 33. 8:55 to go in the first quarter. Jackson with an empty backfield, has all kinds of time, then had to rush a throw to the sideline. That pass is incomplete. Roscoe Justice was the only man that was remotely open. And how about Xavier Hawkins there again? Slot corner putting in work for Mexico City, and they force a punt on their first possession.
Gonna call him Xavier Ball Hawkins if they keep this up.
Right.
Great opening series by the Mexico City defense, forcing Arizona to punt, and they should get the ball back in somewhat decent field position.
Arizona will punt that away. And from the 31-yard line, quickly tackled Jacob McCall. And Matt Wilson gets his first possession of the evening for Mexico City, cladded in the red helmets, green jerseys, white pants, orange helmets for Arizona tonight with the all-white look.
Very nice contrast of colors there, but there you got the all-world quarterback of the SFL, Matt Wilson, coming in. What record doesn't he hold in the SFL for passing? Let's see what he can do here on 1st and 10 on their first drive of the ballgame.
3 in the backfield for Matt Wilson to start things off. They run to Phoenix Jones, and Phoenix Jones is smacked by Alex Constantine. A loss of 1, and the number 1 rushing offense in the SFL this season at 160 yards per game gets stopped for a loss of 1.
Yeah, but you're also talking about an Arizona Scorpions defense who's 5th best in the league, only giving up 72 yards. That was Constantine's 14th tackle for loss for the season.
Hand off to Jones again. This time gets back what he lost and then some. Everett Garrison on the tackle. Let's meet the rest of this Mexico City offense. We've met Wilson and Jones. Ray Bentley is the fullback in his 9th season. Jason Bartley, Jacob McCall, Fox Highwind are your wide receivers, moving up after the disappointing bust of Nate Ritters from the draft. Bill Henry, picked up in week 7, is your second tight end, and Mike Daggs leads the depth chart at tight end in his 8th season, wearing number 83. This is Wilson's first throw of the night on 3rd down and 7. And Phoenix Jones dropped the ball. He dropped one last week that resulted in Fort Worth's only touchdown, and this time that drop is going to force a punt.
Big 3 and out for Arizona's defense. You got to bring that football in. Usually the sure-handed halfback Phoenix Jones, who came in with 50 receptions on the season. Big drop there.
4th down, quick 3 and out for the Aztecs, and both defenses are working early as Punk returns up to the 33. And this is what we thought we would get, Gerald. The two top 3 scoring defenses in the league. Arizona number 1 at 18.7 points allowed. Mexico City number 3 at 20.5 points allowed. But Mexico City number 1 in total defense gives up just 317 yards a game.
Arizona's not too far behind there. 360, only 8. But you have an Arizona Scorpions defense who have allowed the 3rd fewest passing and rushing touchdowns so far on the season.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. I formation here, tight set. Jackson will flip it outside to Moses. Moses looking for some space. Oh, how did he stay in bounds and not get tackled? An 8-yard pickup to the 41.
Great spin move to gain a couple extra yards there, bringing up 2nd and 2. And with that overturned fumble on the first possession, Arizona coming into this game was only the 3rd fewest turnovers in the game in the SFL with 17. Don't turn the ball over much.
2nd and 2 at the 41. Moses is planted just before the sticks. It's going to be short of the first down. The tackle made by Gerard Brody, the number 16 overall pick from the most recent draft, forces a 3rd and 1.
Got a trio of rookie cornerbacks here. As you said, Gerard Brody, the 16th overall pick, and then you got Jermaine Menafield, the 11th pick in the 2nd round, and the before-mentioned Xavier Ball Hawkins, the 6th pick in the 3rd.
Going to try it again on the ground, and Moses is stuffed. Both teams outstanding early on in run defense. KT Horrell takes him down and forces another punt for Arizona.
KT Horrell comes up with a big stop there, 4th and inches, as Brian Clouds almost got tripped up by the turf monster right there, coming out on the field, but has come back out for a 2nd punt.
Mexico City comes after that one and comes up short. This is McCall on the return, past the 20, up to the 23-yard line, 6:05 to go in the first quarter. Arizona's had it twice, punted twice. Mexico City's had it once, punted once.
I definitely just thought we were coming in to see a great defensive ball game, and so far in the first quarter, it has come to fruition here. Although Arizona does have one first down to their credit. Let's see if Matt Wilson and this offense can get one of their own here.
1st down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Wilson fires it out to Jones, and Arizona was pursuing hot off that left side to stop the run, but Jones runs right past him, picks up the first Mexico City first down of the evening. Bernard Smith, the 4th, comes over to make the tackle, but not before Mexico City moves the chains.
Phoenix Jones just outlegging Everett Garrison right here. You see no one in the picture. Just busts through the tackle of Everett Garrison right there and gets the first down for Mexico City in the ballgame.
Halfway through the quarter, and teams are scrapping for first downs at this point. Both defenses, both teams for that matter, have lived up to the billing so far as that run goes nowhere. Combo tackle for Arizona, made up front by Sean Moore, the linebacker, coming in, and Constantine was also there.
Sean Moore's first season with the Scorpions, coming over from Queen City, and now it's Constantine, a 4-season vet, 6'5", 310, the big defensive tackle.
2nd down and 10 at the 34. Wilson out of the gun. Wilson steps up. Constantine drills him. 3rd down and long coming up. Alex Constantine's having one heck of a first quarter.
Having a great first quarter. We were talking about sacks. Wilson does not get hit that often. He's only been sacked 11 times, we mentioned earlier in this ball game, but a big quarterback pressure there by Constantine to bring up a 3rd and long situation here for the Aztecs.
3rd down and 10 at the 34-yard line. This is Wilson giving it off to Jones, and Phoenix Jones will pick up 5. A bizarre call there, Gerald, and Mexico City will punt again. Very curious.
Arizona's Everett Garrison with the tackle, but yeah, I'm totally flabbergasted. I think they're trying to catch Arizona sleeping, maybe, but kudos to them for staying on their toes. But yeah, a very odd play call on 4th and 10.
4th and 5 at the 38-yard line. That gets away. Punk again back to field the punt. Not much room there to the 32-yard line. So, we talk about these standings and what these games all mean. Here's how the playoffs work. We'll get the updated standings there on the board for you here shortly. But 1 through 12 gets in. 1 through 4 gets a first round bye. That's just to the top 4 records, whoever they may be. 5 through 12 playing the wild card. And then the number 1 seed, as Mexico City jumps offside, plays the lowest ranked wild card team remaining, and then the bracket does not reseed after that. Here's the updated look coming into today. Jacksonville and Houston, who were on the outside looking in at 4 and 6, lost today, so London, Charleston, and the rest of the bottom of the standings can breathe a sigh of relief, and there you see Mexico City and Arizona in the top 5.
Yeah, Mexico City all got Baltimore 10-0, but then you got a trio of teams that are 8-2. And like you said, Arizona has beaten a lot of division winners here, so this is a crucial game here, especially since they're 1 game behind Mexico City.
1st and 5, linebackers in the line shifting over there to the right. Jackson goes opposite direction. Donnie Hands had to come back for the ball, but does get enough for the first down. A tackle at the end of the play made by Ronnie Watson and Brody before Hands got out of bounds, but yet another pass hauled in by Donnie is second.
The second pass, he came in with 97 targets, leading the team in only second behind DJ Moses in catches. Big first down there.
Moses, best run of the night for DJ Moses, gets 6 yards before Brock Lee chases down Moses from behind, 2nd and 4.
Into the midfield stripe here. Again, Arizona seems to be moving the ball a lot better than Mexico City so far in the early part of this game. I think it's the first time they have gotten this far either direction.
Yeah, neither team has crossed to the other side of the field. Maybe they will here on this play. Moses, yes, sir. First down and more. DJ Moses past the 35-30, breaks a tackle down to the 28-yard line, and KT Horrell may have saved a touchdown, but DJ Moses gets out and running, and I don't know, Gerald, was there a hold over there on that other side? That looked close.
It was close. You
right
see there.
there.
Whoa, yeah, on the outside. But somehow Mike Daggs just barely just holds him up, and then KT Horrell comes in. She finishes him off. But a big run of 22 yards, and they're finally cooking in Mexico City territory.
First down and 10 at the 28-yard line. This is the best offensive possession for either team easily. Here in the first quarter, Jackson out of the shotgun will fire it out to the far side. That's Donnie Hands again. He's got 3 before anybody else on the team has a catch outside of Moses.
A great little sideline pass for a 2nd and 5, and Ashley Jackson is having a tremendous season. Coming into the game, completing 76% of her passes. Good for 2nd in the league. And like we said, only sacked twice. Got a great pocket to throw out of so far this season.
2nd down and 5 at the 23. Handoff to Moses, and not much there. Mexico City back to their excellent run defense ways. Brock Lee with his 2nd tackle.
For a seasoned vet, along with Skylar Kingsley and Dan Tritz on that front. Just a great front 3 here for Mexico City, but it's going to bring up another 3rd and 5. 1 for 3 so far on 3rd down.
3rd and 5 for Jackson. They run slants, and TJ Punk's got a first down. Into the red zone, down to the 13-yard line.
TJ Punk with his 32nd catch of the season. Just a nice little tight end slant right across the middle. Ashley Jackson puts that ball perfectly. And at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10.
Check that. Will Todd with the catch. Up the middle, 1st and 10 at the 13. 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Handoff goes to not Moses, but instead, as this drive has milked some clock, that's the backup. Alan Seaton getting a carry as Horrell makes another tackle. 2nd and 10.
Nikki Horrell sticking her nose right in between the 3 and the 4 of Alan Seaton as he takes the seat with that tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
They go empty again. 2nd down for Jackson. Jackson fires to the corner. Oh, it's knocked away with one hand. Statue of Liberty it in the back of the end zone for Menefield as that ball kind of got away from Ashley. It hung up there, and Donnie Hands couldn't catch up to it.
I think Donnie Hands became the defender on that play as that ball came out weird for Ashley Jackson. Luckily for her, that ball falls harmlessly to the turf. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 here. 2 for 4, and they've had 2 first downs on this drive.
Third down for Arizona. They're 2 for 4 so far tonight, and that's a short throw. Need to get to the sticks, and he does! What a play by Will Todd to get a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, shedding 2 Aztecs and keeping the drive alive.
Well, Todd just not being denied. That looked like it was going to be short of the 1st down, but he buries his shoulder down there, gets through a couple tackles. It takes him at least 6 feet from the end zone.
1st and goal with the 2 coming up on the end of the first quarter. Moses back in the game, but can't get the score. No gain as Menafield came up to make the stop along with Ben Charbs at safety, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. We'll be back in 4 minutes as Louisiana and St. Louis gets underway. Arizona nothing, Mexico City nothing. You're watching the SFL on FTF Twitch. We'll be right back. Start of the second quarter here in Mexico City, and we switch sides of the field, and Arizona will try to score on this end to break the 0-0 tie. Along with Gerald Giudice, I'm Cameron Irvine. Ike McBride just to reside on stats. DJ Moses can't get in again. Loss of one. I love the hard hitting out here, Gerald, tonight, especially from these DBs. That's Charbs on the tackle.
Charbs making it tough for DJ Moses to get to the end zone here. 3rd and goal here from the 3. Let's see if you see a nice little tight end corner route here. See if they can break this defensive line here.
Nope, they're going to try Moses one more time, and he can't get there. They tried it 3 times in a row on the goal line, and Mexico City shuts the door. Dan Tritz with the stop, and it'll be a chip shot for Cliff Allen coming up.
The 3rd-ranked rushing defense in Mexico City comes up big at the goal line stand. Is going to bring up a, like you said, just a chip shot field goal here. But what a defensive stand by the Mexico City Aztecs to hold Arizona to 3.
4th and goal at the 2, and that field goal is up and through. So finally, Gerald, points are a thing tonight. Arizona up 3-0.
And both of these teams coming in here are really streaky if you think about it. Mexico City won their first 4, lost 2, and won the next 4. And then Arizona, probably one of the hottest streaks next to maybe Florida and Baltimore. 1, 2, then they lost 3 in a row by a total of 11 points. And then have won their last 5. So one streak's going to end tonight here.
Return from a call up to the 24, and let's, for the first time, send it to the SFL studios with Mike St. Green. Got an update from Louisiana and St. Louis very early. What's going on over there, Mike?
Yeah, Cam, a key game in the East Division of the SFL. Gerald Winkler comes away with a huge interception on the first drive of the game. St. Louis is in good field position right now, 0-0 early in the first.
That game's early, and Mike's got you posted. We'll check back with him a little later on. 1st and 10 of the 24. Thanks, Mike, as Wilson fires out to a wide-open Ray Bentley. That's a scary sign for Arizona as Bentley picks up 9 yards.
Yeah, Bentley, one of the all-time greatest backs in this league, 2nd in carries, 3rd and yards. You're talking about a replacement over 110 touchdowns in his career. A very, very potent weapon here for this Mexico City offense. Nice to see him get in the game here in the second quarter, bringing up a 2nd and 1.
2 in the backfield here. 2 receivers split out wide. That's Fox Highwind quiet so far tonight at the bottom of the screen. Wilson looking for Highwind, and right on cue, Fox Highwind has a first down to the 48-yard line. Big hit by Tropicana down the field. Highwind's on the board, and that's an Aztec first down.
Great little play there. Matt Wilson just has shown all types of poise in the pocket. Just a great little route there, just in between the safety that was playing up and the linebacker. Great throw and a great first down as they are just now trying to get their first time over in Arizona territory.
They're going to try with Wilson out of the gun. Highwind once again the line to the bottom of the screen. Wilson with some pressure at his face. Got hit late. That looked like a roughing the passer. Mike Daggs with the first down. Eddie Gage with the tackle. How about that? Gage on Daggs. Doesn't get any better than that, Gerald.
You're talking about some great Hall of Fame talent here. Mike Daggs, 448 catches in his career. And what can you say about Eddie Gage? Number 1 in tackles, number 1 in pass deflections, number 1 in interception for the ageless one, Eddie Gage.
By formation, Phoenix Jones had to hurdle an offensive lineman who had already gotten buried and somehow picks up 5 yards. Gamble on the tackle, but I don't know how that's even possible that Phoenix got 5 yards there.
I got pancaked right in front of me. He just said, okay, no biggie. I'm just going to hop, skip, and jump and gain 5 yards like it was nothing. Just like an average run for him. So great play, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line. Wilson looking. This time it's Jones to the far side, and Jones drags Gage for a first down. Get back in the weight room. Moves the chains to the 23.
Yeah, big drag. When you can drag a corner defensive back like Eddie Gage for a first down, that just shows a lot of heart for Phoenix Jones here. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And Mexico City's looking good here on this drive.
Under 8 to play. Ball's on the 23. 3-0 Arizona. Fast moving first half of play. Flip outside to Jones. Inside the 20. Phoenix Jones going to get 8 more down to the 15-yard line. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
Saw in the replay there. This time Eddie Gage wasn't going to get pulled along for the ride. Head meets Phoenix Jones heads up on that pass play, bringing up 2nd and 2 from the 15.
Wilson going to pass again, going short, methodical passing game right now as Fox Highwind gets his second grab of the night, makes it 1st and goal. Wilson now 6 of 8 for 68 yards.
6 of 8 coming up on that pass. Looking at Highwind, Daggs, Jones, Bentley. And it's tough when you're down here. It's tough to defend against Mexico City because you're going to talk about ultimate balance. 17 passing touchdowns for this team. 17 rushing touchdowns for this team.
Can't get any more balance than that. Play action. Wilson almost picked, but the pass is caught and down to the goal line. Smith saves the touchdown. Jason Bartley, nothing coming easy for these offenses, but Bartley becomes the 5th different receiver on this Aztec team, or 5th different pass catcher to catch a ball from Wilson, now 8 for 10 for 82 yards.
That ball just had to go through Everett Garrison's hands like a field goal going through the uprights here. It's going to bring up a 2nd goal from the 1.
Gun at the 1. Wilson ducks Constantine and then gets rocked in the backfield by Skyler. Check that, by Mark Mello, making the play to bring up 3rd and goal.
Sack number 6 on the season for Mark Mello. You got to give Constantine maybe a little bit of help there, but that's only Matt Wilson's 12th sack he suffered so far this season. It's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal here at the 8.
Split backs now for Wilson under center. Looking for the out. Nobody's open. Floats one. It's caught. And he's short. Caught and short at the goal line. A heartbreaker as Wilson did all he could to find Derek Conger, the 3rd tight end, and he couldn't squeeze it. And Varner has to come in for a chip shot.
6'5", 255. Couldn't get that extra half a foot to get it in the end zone. And again, another goal line defensive stand here that just results in a chip shot field goal as both teams had it at the 2 or closer and can't put it in the end zone.
That's as close as it gets, and it's actually Derek Nogger, 6'5", 255. I think that's his first catch the entire season on a total jailbreak as that play broke down.
It looked like he had Phoenix Jones to the right-hand side, but got forced out. Great presence to roll to his left and had a great pass just inches short of the goal line.
So now it's 3-3, and TJ Punk gets it up to the 20. This is everything we thought it would be, Gerald. I mean, these two defenses are going to punch until they can't punch anymore.
And right now, neither offense has the counter-punching ability to figure out these defenses. It's been a great game so far. Let's see what Ashley Jackson can do here coming out in the gun.
Of course, the Arizona Scorpions came here into Mexico City last season and ended their season, the highly anticipated matchup, or rematch rather, of that 24-21 game, as that is the first poor throw from Jackson of the night as it goes way beyond Donnie Hand's reach for 2nd down.
Yeah, Donnie Hand was covered pretty good there, but that was just an errant ball by Ashley Jackson. I might have sailed on her a little bit. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 here at the 20 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the half.
This feels like playoff football. No score in the other game as those defenses are hitting hard too. 3 receivers for Jackson. Jackson fires, tipped up in the air, picked off. James Hands couldn't get to the deflection, and it's the first turnover officially now of the game as KT Horrell, who already has 6 tackles on the night, gets a pick.
Great play, and it was deflected by Dexter Jackson. Comes into the hands of KT Horrell. The first turnover of the game, and it could prove huge as Mexico City starts inside Arizona's 30.
2 backs, 2 receivers once more here. They've gone to this look a lot in the first half as Mexico City. Arizona jumps offside. Mexico City starting to pull some momentum, and Mike Daggs may have pulled something else as he comes up way short of that throw.
It looked like he was struggling to get, but they're going to get a free 5 yards as Arizona on back-to-back plays. That being Mark Mello just a little bit antsy. Back-to-back mistakes here by Arizona on back-to-back plays. It's Mexico City to a 1st and 5.
Are you a next-level SFL fan? Visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player and to join our community. Check out league leaders. We've got stats from all 17 seasons of SFL action and track games, season and career numbers of all the players over time who have gone from couch to field. The Simulation Football League, 17 seasons strong. This is Wilson out to Bentley. Bentley's got 2 players in his face, and he'll be wrapped up pretty quickly. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Sean Moore coming up with the stop. And that just shows you how much they respect Ray Bentley. And you have 2 players just bearing down on him. And it's going to bring a 2nd and 3 here just outside the red zone at the 22.
Marching again, bleeding the clock. 4:45 to go in the first half. Handoff goes to Phoenix Jones, has an outside block. That's Bill Henry. First down to the 9-yard line. What a terrific block by the tight end playing in his 4th game.
Definitely great pickup there. And as Bill Henry just makes an absolutely brilliant block there on the outside. Daggs as well, sealing off the inside. Henry on the outside, and it's a big run. And a first down here for Arizona. 1st and goal at the 9. Their 2nd 1st and goal of the game.
First down and goal for the Aztecs in a 3-3 ball game. Handoff to Phoenix Jones, gets a block from Bentley, and he picks up 5 down to the 4-yard line. Gage and Gamble combine for the stop.
When you have Ray Bentley, who's been in this league for 9 seasons now, when you can rush behind that type of a fullback who knows this game in and out, it just proves wonders. It does there for a nice 5-yard gain.
Handoff, nothing. What a surprise, right, Gerald? Inside the 5. They ain't playing. That's Sean Moore again, 3rd down.
Yeah, when they get inside the 5, and just these defenses just tighten up and don't give anything. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and goal from the 4. Let's see if Matt Wilson can somehow, some way get this ball in the end zone.
Again, gun split backs with 2 backs and 2 receivers. This time, they go back of the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. That's Mike Daggs going back to his old ballerina days, getting Mexico City the lead.
Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Let's see if he got those feet in bounds. I wasn't quite sure.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Does Eddie Gage throw the challenge flag again? I don't know if that left foot was down when the right one went out of bounds. Man, that's close. But either way, Daggs scores the touchdown, finally breaks this tie game, and hopefully it's going to be a 10-3 game here.
That's a tough one for Arizona to get over. Of course, they didn't show that replay here in-house. Why would they? Now they show it. They're not going to give Eddie Gage a chance to get a look at that on the big screen, and now Mexico City's up 10-3. A little home cooking.
I was just going to say, can't beat home cooking. That's a great drive there to turn that turnover, the first turnover of the ball game, into a touchdown. Finally breaking the will of one of these defenses here. But Arizona's going to get the ball back with plenty of time to retaliate.
TJ Punk on the return. Past the 20, 25 to the 26-yard line. Speaking of cooking, Gerald, Justin had a excellent pregame meal, it sounded like, before the game, and he didn't give us any. It's a late night here at SFL headquarters, but I hope he enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had an American hoagie and some fries. Man, that sounds real good right about now. But man, being down here in Mexico City, I love to go for some tostadas right now.
I'm sure we can manage at some point at the half. 4 wide, 2 either side for Jackson. Jackson fires, and James Hands hauls it in as Jackson squeezed that one in there. 66 yards for Ashley tonight, first down.
Great throw there to James Hands, third leading receiver coming into this ball game. Just a nice little, basically like a little pitch and catch there. As you saw, a couple of Mexico City Aztecs, Ronnie Watson being one of the guys on the tackle, but another first down for Arizona. They're 6th of the ball game. They're at the 42.
James Hands, 61 catches, 842 yards coming into the night. 16th, but Donnie Hands, his brother, actually 9th with 967, as that's James again hauling it in. It was Donnie in the first quarter, James in the second, as Arizona's trying to go down and tie this game before the end of the first half.
Hector Jackson and Jermaine Menafield there combined on the stop. Nice gain of 7 yards, making it 2nd and 3. And both these offenses seem to maybe have a little bit more freedom here against these defenses, playing really well.
Handoff, Moses running right. Moses spins, gets away, 35-30. Look at the burst. Moses to the 16-yard line, caught, and that is the 2-minute warning. What a run from Moses. We'll be back after this short break as Arizona's on the move. Trying to tie this one up. Mexico City leads 10-3. You're watching the SFL on FTF Twitch, and we'll be right back. Two minutes to go in the first half. And Arizona off the DJ Moses run. Gerald has him in good position. 69 yards down, 11 carries.
As we went to the break, Mike Daggs scored the touchdown for Mexico City. Jeffrey Daggs just might have saved one for the Aztecs defensively.
Moses in the backfield going to receive. And Moses cut down by Menafield. Loss of 2 yards. I think if you would have told Eddie Gage, Gerald, that Moses would have 11 carries for 69 yards in the first half, he would have taken it, but probably wouldn't have thought he was down 7.
Wouldn't have thought that. You thought they'd have been controlling the ball quite a bit, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 here with just about 90 seconds to go here in the half.
Another flip out to Moses. Moses going to have to make a man miss, and he cannot. Rallying to the football. That's Brody, and plenty of tackles being made by these defensive backs, this young group of defensive backs that have stepped up so nicely.
Yeah, we mentioned the 3 draft picks. It's a big 3rd and 10 now for Arizona, 3 for 6. They need to get just inside the 6-yard line.
Jackson goes quickly, 3rd and 10, way underthrows it, and it's picked off. Pass picked by Gerard Brody. His stellar night continues.
Gerard Brody, his 6th interception of his rookie season. And like you said, that ball was just way short, looking for James' hands. And it's the second interception thrown by Ashley Jackson here. Let's see what Matt Wilson can do here from the 20, 61 seconds left, and you have your full complement of timeouts.
1:01 to go, 1st and 10 at the 20. Wilson going to start the 2-minute offense with a dump off to Ray Bentley that stops the clock. Let's go back to SFL Studios where Reggie Streeter's doing things. Mike St. Green.
Yeah, Cam, Reggie Streeter announced his retirement earlier in the week, but not soon enough for the St. Louis defense. He takes the pass out of the backfield on the right-hand side, breaks the tackle, and scores, and Louisiana's dominating this first half so far. 10-0, Cam.
In a battle of 5-5 teams. Thank you, Mike. 57 seconds here in our first half as that game has 9:29 to go in their first half. 2nd and 6 at the 24. They're going to hand it off to Phoenix Jones. Jones, not much room up the middle as Bernard Smith comes in to clean it up, and interestingly enough, this clock's going to run.
I think Mexico City is just going to be happy to take this 10-3 lead into the half here. You come up with 3rd and 4 here. I don't know. I think I would have tried to get a little bit more points here on the board, but Mexico City is going to come here with 3rd and 4 with 28 seconds to go.
Well, they are going to run to Jones, and they are going to get a first down and more. They're going to run it now. Now they're going to go up tempo, but they still have all their timeouts. This is not where you want to be.
I'd be calling a timeout right now here.
Oh, they toss it.
A little pitch.
And Jones is still running, picks up 6. That fooled everybody. And I guess they're going to set up for the Hail Mary here. With 3 seconds, there's the timeout. I thought maybe they might pitch it out to Jones again and say, hey, man, you've scored 2 touchdowns with time expiring at the end of the first half already this season. Maybe get you one more.
That was a quick toss there to Jones, but I think that was some poor clock management there unbelievably by Matt Wilson and Mexico City coaching staff. They could have at least used 2 of their timeouts, maybe had 15, 20 seconds to get in the field position for Cole Varner. That's going to be the Hail Mary attempt here for Matt Wilson with 3 seconds to go in the half.
I mean, we'll get to that at halftime. Oh, Matt Wilson goes down. Oh, there's 1 second left, so we'll get another shot. But while I agree, Gerald, it was poor clock management. But, I mean, Phoenix Jones does have 2 touchdowns at the end of the first half this season. I mean, that's kind of your Hail Mary here in Mexico City.
And how often can that iron strike here? It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here with 1 tick left on the clock. They're 64 yards away from Pater here. Let's see what they do here. If they just go, I think they're just going to do a nice little run here. Maybe give it to Bentley or give it to Phoenix Jones.
1 second left. The power is in. Heads up, Arizona. Here comes Phoenix, and Jones got 9 and then is put away, or maybe even a little bit more than that, 12 after the sack. And that is going to bring us to the end of an exciting first half defense. Everything we wanted, Gerald. It's 10-3. That critical pick in the back of the end zone is the lone difference in this first half.
Yeah, that was a big turnover. While it didn't result in any points like the first Arizona interception did, it took points off, took at least a sure 3 points off the board, and now they're down 7, and they're going to give the ball right back to Mexico City.
And of course, we don't get a halftime break, but just going over that, or the halftime report from 2K, I should say, but just going over that first half, just a little bit here on the stat sheet, thanks to Ike McBride, Justin Reside, 12 of 14 for 99 yards for Matt Wilson. A touchdown, no picks, a QBR of 119.9. Balance across the board. Phoenix Jones has 11 carries for 59 yards. They really haven't gotten Ray Bentley involved in the ground game, that is, but he does have 3 catches for 15 yards. KT Horrell, 6 tackles, 1 interception. Gerard Brody, 6 tackles, 1 interception. On the Arizona side rather, Ashley Jackson, third least amount of interceptions coming into the season, or coming into this game, with 16. She has 2 picks, no touchdowns, 11 of 17 for 78 yards. Donnie Hands has 23 yards receiving. James Hands has 23 yards receiving. Will Todd has 22. DJ Moses, 65 yards on 11 attempts. And Joey Tropicana leads the defense with 6 tackles. Mark Mello has 2 sacks. Out of all that, I mean, what stands out to you, Gerald? Because to me, it's no receiver having more than 23 yards receiving. Very defensive game.
It's a defensive game. You want to talk about even Arizona 33 plays, Mexico City has 32, and you just went through all the stats that were absolutely pertinent. I think the big thing is turnovers, as you said. Ashley Jackson coming in with 16, two interceptions. The one was on the tip drill, but that one at the end of the first half grew possibly. And like I said, took points off the board. Let's see if both of these teams can adjust. They came out great in the first quarter defensively. The offensive kind of have adjusted. Let's see if they can do some more adjusting here in the third quarter.
Ike McBride, Justin reside on Stats, and they've been doing a phenomenal job for us. Mike St. Green's back at the studio, and we check back in with him next, and myself on the SFL Halftime Report at the top of the hour. Next Level Sports joins us at the top of the hour. We have 6 minutes before we get there, and I actually want to bring in Mike St. Green just for his thoughts on the first half from Mexico City and Arizona.
Yeah, Cam, this was a well-played first half by both teams. Mexico City did take advantage of a couple of mistakes by the Arizona offense. You know, Ashley Jackson there with a huge interception in the end zone. It looked like they could have tied this game up, but other than that, it's been a great atmosphere down there in Mexico City, and it reminds me of the playoff matchup that these teams had just a season ago.
Should be a great one. We will get to the television coverage at halftime when we come back. We're going to take a short break. It's Mexico City 10, Arizona 3. You're watching the SFL on FTF Twitch, and we'll be back in a moment to reset the action of Saturday. Stay tuned. And for our television audience, yes, it is the APM Music Halftime Report, and my webcam is just, oh, well, there I am. Wow. Oh, that hasn't happened this season. Live television. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mike? I promise I'm talking to you. How's it going over there?
Hey, Cam, SFL under the lights, SFL after dark, man. I'm loving it. Good to be here with you tonight.
Yes, sir. And let's get off my face and let's see what's going on around the SFL. We've had a very busy day across the league, and certainly excited to bring you all the action here tonight in primetime on Next Level Sports. Earlier today, Florida held on to beat Jacksonville 35-28, and Sioux Falls upset Houston on the road 31-28. 2 4-6 teams at home losing and falling to 4-7, leaving the playoffs, especially at the bottom of the bracket, very wide open, Mike.
Yeah, Jacksonville and Houston, they both fell to 4-7 today. Are they officially eliminated? Probably not at this point. But, they're definitely, their playoff hopes are definitely on life support at the moment. Jacksonville have been to the playoffs 8-9 seasons in a row, and that is clearly in jeopardy after the loss today. And Houston with a huge disappointing loss to Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls hadn't scored, an offensive touchdown in approximately 4 weeks. And they got off the snide today and took advantage of that young Houston defense and put 31 points on the board. A huge day from Julian Tyree, 298 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And Colin Hart had a huge game today as well, 118 yards and 2 touchdowns of his own. And right now, Houston and Jacksonville are definitely on the outside looking in for the playoffs.
Now, right now, going on as we speak, we've got 2 games going, Arizona and Mexico City. The Aztecs lead Arizona 10-3 at the half, and here's what the playoff standings look like coming into today. Arizona 7-3, just on the outside of that first round bye. Mexico City 8-2. They have not clinched the first round bye. Both have clinched the division. We also, on SFL Twitch, have Louisiana taking on St. Louis. They're up 10-7 right now, coming down to the 2-minute warning. But your thoughts on the first half of these games as Arizona and Mexico City's second half will kick off our coverage here on Next Level Sports.
Defense has been the order of the day in both of these games, Cam. I'll take the Louisiana and St. Louis game first. Louisiana has, pretty much has dominated this first half up until a huge turnover late in the second quarter that led to a field cost touchdown catch for St. Louis to get them back in it. But up until that point, Louisiana's defense have been doing a great job. And if they can get away from that turnover bug, it looks like they can possibly pull out a victory today, which will be huge for one of those teams to get above 500 going into Week 12. And the same over in the Arizona and Mexico City game. Both defenses played extremely well. Mexico City has taken advantage of a couple of Ashley Jackson interceptions, and they find themselves up 10-3 at halftime. So I look to see more of the same in the second half. Arizona, they definitely want to get DJ Moses going in this game. He does have 65 yards in the first half, but they definitely want to see more of him and on the ground to pound the rock at Mexico City Aztecs.
Hey, look at that! I'm back, and as I'm speaking, it's a long almost touchdown there for St. Louis. Got caught up. That's a 3-point game. If you can't tell, there's a lot going on in the SFL tonight. Mike St. Green will be back at the studios to provide updates on Louisiana St. Louis. We've got more action coming later, including Los Angeles and Vancouver. But after this break, it's Arizona and Mexico City. An exciting second half between 2 great defensive teams. The Aztecs lead 10-3. And we'll be back after this break. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Estadio Azteca, and we welcome our television audience to Estadio Azteca here in Mexico City, where the Aztecs 8-2 lead the Arizona Scorpions 7-3 as we start the third quarter. Along with Gerald Giudice, I'm Cameron Irvine, Ike McBride, Justin Reside on stats for us tonight. Jacob McCall with a head full of steam gets it out to the 28-yard line. And Gerald, let's set the stage. A very defensive ball game in the first half. It was a ton of fun with a ton of tackles inside the 5.
Both defenses on their goal line defenses played exceptionally well. One gets stopped at the 2. One gets stopped at about the 1 foot line for field goals. And then Matt Wilson and Mexico City Aztecs finally get on the scoreboard. Arizona had a chance late in the second half but threw an interception. As you see there, a first down there. But it was a great catch. But Ashley Jackson, 2 interceptions. The second one proves costly as it was in the back of the end zone. Let's see if Matt Wilson here can extend their lead here, up 7, 10-3.
Bartley caught that. That was a bit of a surprise. I thought the ball hit the ground, but good on Jason Bartley on getting that catch. Mexico City can really extend their lead here. A game up on Arizona in the standings. A matchup between 2 division winners. That pass nearly picked off. Iwan with the reception. Garrison stops him 1 yard short of the first down.
Bernard Smith, the fourth, almost came away with that pick. It would have been a pick 6 because there would have been nobody back there.
Wow.
Just outside the outstretched reach. Fox Highland brings it in. The tackle by Garrison right there. A nice, powerful hit. All these secondaries have been hitting all game long. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 1.
Bernard Smith had the chance at the interception, just missed it. Handoff to Jones, breaks a couple of tackles, gets a first down. Let's go back to SFL Studios for an update on Louisiana and St. Louis. Maybe the catch of the year, Mike.
Yes, Cam. Following a long Cairo Martinez run, Bill Cost off of a tip pass by 2 Louisiana defenders. Touchdown catch. St. Louis up at half, 14-10.
Down 10-0 early, and now storming back those 2 teams at 5-5 in the wild card battle. Also an outside chance to win the East. Matt Wilson goes play action. Thank you, Mike. First down and 10. That pass is caught on the sideline. Mike Daggs. Matt Wilson is having a very underrated evening tonight, Gerald.
Just putting the ball right where it needs to be put, a fraction of an inch. Either way, and those last 2 balls would have been intercepted. Again, a nice 9-yard gain on first down here. Back-to-back 9-yard gains on first downs in this half. It's going to bring up another 2nd and 1.
Matt Wilson, 75% completion percentage this season in the SFL. That's only good for 3rd. That's Ray Bentley's 2nd carry. He's got a first down to the 33. A 7-yard pickup. Rumbling Bernard Smith with the stop, but a first down for the Aztecs.
But Mexico City is looking great here on the opening drive of the third quarter. You just see Ray Bentley just absolutely blasting Everett Garrison, who's been hitting everything that moves this game. But that time, Ray Bentley got the better of him and to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Split backs here for the Aztecs. Arizona's defense needs to come up with something here. It's been all Aztecs in the last 5 minutes of game time as Phoenix Jones rumbles for 7 more. And Mexico City right now doing whatever they want up front.
I like the mixture of run and pass, though. That, I think, is what's keeping Arizona just guessing and off kilter right now. Especially the way they played in the first half. It's a surprise how Arizona is really lackluster so far in the opening parts of this third quarter.
High formation here for Wilson. Hands it off to Phoenix Jones. Oh, Jones says goodbye to the defender. Was that drop again? He was so embarrassed he walked off the screen, Gerald. He didn't even want us to see it.
I think that was outside linebacker Nick Buckus, I think. And, man, you don't hear a name like Buckus and just getting thrown back 8 yards. But that's what happened. I would have walked away in shame, too.
Golly, I've never seen that before. He just left the building. Phoenix Jones breaks another tackle, picks up 9 yards. A dominating opening drive of this third quarter for Mexico City.
Mexico City came out here making the adjustments against this tough Arizona defense, and it is coming up roses. Just a nice mixture of run and pass, a 9-yard gain by Phoenix Jones here, making 2nd and 1. Again, the 3rd time in this drive.
And off to Jones, got a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. And this is fortunately for Arizona, where they have bucked up and done a nice job.
Except for that one catch, Mike Daggs in the back of the end zone, which was questionable to say the least. But now it's going to bring up 1st and goal again here at the 7, like you mentioned. See if Arizona's defense can shore up and hold them to a field goal.
4-3 defensive look for the Scorpions. Got a great push up front, and Phoenix is going to be dropped for a loss. And one of the great things about these two teams, Gerald, is they're both coming in on big-time win streaks. Mexico City has won 4 in a row. Arizona has won 5 in a row coming into the ball game.
And if you look at the losses for Arizona, 2 to Queen City, 1 to Denver, and 8 to San Diego. And their losses, they've been in every game so far this year.
Jones looking a little tired, gets only to the 4 before Everett Garrison, 44, puts him in the dirt. And we'll see what they do here.
And he looked a little gassed after a couple big runs and power runs in this drive. Going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 4 here. Let's see what magic Aztecs have here with Matt Wilson and behind center.
Both Mike Daggs and Bill Henry, the tight ends, are aligned to the left. Looking that way. Daggs, touchdown! Mexico City now up 13.
What a drive and just a little pitch and catch there. Mike Daggs going right across the goal line. It's like a tight end in route, but absolutely beautiful play calling out this whole drive. There was no way that he was going to get stopped. Linebacker comes up, leaves a little bit of space, and of course Matt Wilson finds Mike Daggs his 2nd touchdown of the ball game, and it puts Mexico City up by 13.
They just hit him on the line there, and that a 12-play, 72-yard, 5-minute, 28-second second half drive to start the 3rd quarter, as Cole Varner's extra point is good. Arizona's offense is going to need to wake up and wake up quick. Arizona's last 2 drives have ended in interceptions, and since Mexico City had the ball at the end of the first half, Mexico City has run 18 plays for 97 yards since the last time we saw the Arizona offense.
And they definitely have to wake up here as just a great drive. Not only great in yards and getting points, but time off the clock. 5:18 off the clock. Just a great drive for Mexico City.
Punk gets it up to the 22-yard line. Now the saving grace for Arizona is that DJ Moses has run so well. The problem is that they really haven't gotten their passing game going, and now they're down 14.
Ashton Jackson just 11 for 17 for 78 yards, 4.6 per attempt. Those 2 interceptions, a quarterback rating of 35.5. Definitely has to improve her game to get Arizona back in this ball game.
Empty for Jackson. 1st and 10 of the 22. Fires outside. Donnie Hands. Pass caught. 1st down to the 35. Charbs on the stop. Check that. Hawkins on the stop. And Donnie Hands up to 35 yards, 4 receptions. Almost the same as Mike Daggs, but without the TDs.
Yeah, we saw in the earlier part, well, after the halftime, no receiver had more than 23 yards. Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10 from the 35.
Donnie Hands now leads all receivers in the game right now with 36 yards through the air. James Hands at the bottom, Donnie to the top, the brothers, and they fire it outside to DJ Moses in open space as Jackson picks up 7 yards, tackled by Ronnie Watson, the outside linebacker, getting all the way to the sidelines after pickup of 7.
Great coverage over the outside linebacker, but this is what Arizona needs to do. Find the open areas and just give Ashley Jackson a nice window to throw the football. Right now she's looking good here in her first drive of the second half.
Nothing there for Moses. Will bring up a 3rd down and 4, and there's Watson again.
Watson's showing out on this drive right now. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Mexico City's defense 7th, bringing up first downs at a 49% clip. Right now Arizona's 3 for 7. They desperately need to get to 4 for 8.
3rd and 4. Nickel look. They're tied up on the line, including they got a mismatch. Top of the screen. Nobody was on the receiver. It's a first down to the Aztec 38. Unbelievable blown coverage there by the Aztecs. They had 3 aligned on 2 at the bottom and only 1 aligned on 2 at the top.
Big play there. Looking for Donnie Hands. Comes up with a big play, and that's a big conversion. And an uncharacteristic mistake by Mexico City's defense in this ballgame.
Arizona rolling here on their first possession of the second half. Jackson flips it out. Moses got to make a man miss. Does. DJ picks up 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6 at the 34-yard line. Updated quarterback numbers there at the bottom.
They're making Ray Menafield miss there. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss or no gain at the most. But DJ Moses somehow, some way, gains 4 yards on that play. Bring up 2nd and 6.
So look at Dan Tritz, had a terrific rookie season. Numbers just a touchdown this season, but really not too bad for Tritz. Still 9 sacks, 7th in the league. Flag on the play as Moses get the carry. Tritz also 11th in the league this season with 15 tackles for loss.
I would like to have an off season and have 9 sacks.
That's right.
Man,
sorry,
I wish I
Gerald.
had an off season like that, but it's an offside call against the Aztecs. It's on number 90, the backup defensive tackle, John Van Unworth. It's his hand slapped there, and it's going to bring up a 1st and 5 situation, I believe, for the Arizona Scorpions.
Oh, 2nd and 1. It was 2nd down. I was the same mindset. Thought it was going to be 1st and 5. 2nd and short at the 29 of Mexico City. Handoff. Oh, DJ's in trouble on the stretch. Going to lose 4. Nearly out of field goal range. Potentially out of field goal range. Jackson there to make the stop.
A big push there by Mexico City's defense to get in the backfield. Big 4-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd and 5 situation here at the 33. See if they can get first down, number 11 of the ball game.
Arizona's 3rd down offense is 12th in the league, 50%. Jackson in trouble, escapes Moses, runs out of room. 4th down, did get a couple of more yards to get into Allen's better range, but that's a tough break with pressure in the face of Jackson.
Maybe forced to throw that ball outside where she wanted to throw it. DJ Moses made a great adjustment on the football. Just couldn't turn his shoulders up, get that first down, and it's going to be a 48-yard attempt here by Allen to get it to 17-6.
48-yarder for Allen is up, and it's good. 17-6, and Arizona crawls closer to Mexico City.
The only problem is Arizona needs to put the ball in the end zone, not through the uprights. It makes it a 17-6 ball game. But if Mexico City keeps controlling the football like they have, especially in this quarter, they're not going to have the ball again until 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go in the game. You need to get the ball into the end zone if you're only going to have 2 or 3 possessions and a half.
I mean, they need a pick. Matt Wilson's been near perfect tonight. 16 of 18 for 131 yards. Here's Jacob McCall on the return. Gets it out of the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Mike St. Green back at SFL Studios, where Phil Koss has happened to Louisiana. Mike?
Yeah, Cam, ever since it was 10-0 midway through the second, it's been all St. Louis and Phil Koss. Christian Brown finds him one more time for his 3rd touchdown catch of the game. St. Louis goes up 21-10.
Thank you, Mike. Here on our Saturday, part of our Saturday showcase coverage on NXT, and we hope to get over to some bonus coverage of Louisiana and St. Louis after we're done here in Mexico City. There's a 2-yard run for Jones. Sean Moore on the tackle.
Yeah, Phil Koss doing the more conventional touchdown reception in the end zone other than his first one. But let's see what Mexico City can do here. A 2nd and 8 from their own 26.
Hand off to Phoenix Jones, and again, only gets 3 yards. I think Mexico City would be fine with a run-pass formula with the way their offense has been humming.
Oh, definitely. And you're talking about Matt Wilson being almost perfect, only 2 incompletions, and one of those was a drop by Phoenix Jones earlier in the ball game. Matt Wilson playing really, really well here in this ball game.
Matt Wilson fires it outside. That's caught by Highwind for the first down. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Run, pass. And off the wall question, Gerald. In the other game, they called St. Louis for fair catch interference. I think that's the first time in SFL history. I've never seen that call before.
That's the first I've heard of it. Like you said, run, pass. First 2 runs get you to 3rd and short. And that's when the playbook is open up. You keep the defense guessing. And Highwind is having a great game outside the numbers. 4 for 4 targets to catches, 39 yards.
And off to Phoenix Jones. We'll pick up 5 on the play. The SFL's 17th postseason gets underway on Next Level Sports and For the Fans Saturday, October 16th and Sunday, October 17th with wild card round matchups for the newest SFL participants. The SFL's minor league, SFLM, kicks off its 4th season Friday, October 15th. The SFL's YouTube channel is home to all the minor league action at youtube.com/SimulationFL. To get on the field and into the action, visit SimulationFL.net. To create a player today, that's another first down. Phoenix Jones pays the price, but he don't care. He's moving the sticks again.
Iverson Gamble coming up with a major stick, but not before Phoenix Jones gets that first down. Look at the blocking.
Jeez,
a big block
right,
there by Bentley on Eddie Gage. Boy, those two cannot get away from each other this game. And it has just been a battle that's basically being won by the team in the green.
First down. Arizona needs some kind of spark here in the second half. Mexico City been dominating as Phoenix Jones picks up another 3 yards, and that ends a third quarter that came up all Aztecs, 17-6. We'll be back to Mexico after these messages. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Don't go away. Welcome back to Mexico City, along with Ike McBride, Justin Rezat on stats. Gerald Giudice is on analysis. I'm Cameron Irvine. 17-6. Mexico City leads Arizona by 11, and they dominated the third quarter as Wilson's pass is caught by Daggs, wide open. Arizona's defense needs something, anything here as time is ticking away on him, Gerald.
Daggs looking great right there. Just a great route there. just finds a hole right there in the soft zone. Is hit with the football. He's owned the middle of the field so far in this game. That's his 4th catch of the game for 35 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns to boot.
First down at the 28-yard line. 2 receivers off the left side, as is Phoenix Jones and Mike Daggs. And that's where they're going, but Jones is covered. Highwood was not until Eddie Gage says, "Say hello to your mother for me." 2nd down off the incompletion.
A great play there by Eddie Gage, along with some help with the cornerback Everett Garrison. As Eddie Gage just comes up and just absolutely lays the boom on Fox Highway, separating receiver from the football. And that was a big-time play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Off the rare incompletion, just the 3rd of the night for Matt Wilson in this efficient Aztec offense. They're going back to the run. Jones around the left side, buried at the 26. That's Tropicana winning although he's slow to get up. Sometimes Gerald, the tackler, gets the brunt of the contact. 3rd down.
And that's his 10th tackle of the ball game. And let's see what they can do here on 3rd and 8. He's been going Mike Daggs quite a bit here in this situation. Let's see if they hashtag throw to the tight end once again here on 3rd and 8.
Mexico City, the number 1 3rd down offense this season, 65%. They are 4 for 8 tonight. Wilson off his back foot, throws, nearly intercepted, and it should have been taken away by Sean Moore. Would have wiped away 3 points coming on the board, but at least it keeps it a 2-score game. What a missed opportunity for Moore.
And Moore should have brought that in. That's a turnover that you need to make. Like you said, it's going to bring out a field goal. You're here to make it. It's still going to be a 2-score game, but man, Arizona could have really used that interception to at least change the momentum of this ball game.
42-yarder, and for Cole Varner, who's perfect on the season, might as well be a chip shot. No pressure on him at all. And that field goal is plenty good. 20-6. Mexico City leads Arizona, but Arizona stays within striking distance. Down 14. And here's a refresher on what this game means. Arizona's in 5th right now. They already have victories over Florida and Los Angeles in the 2 and 6 position. They lost to Queen City earlier this season in the 4 position. They are trying to get into that bye range, while Mexico City is trying to hold on to it at 8 and 2. 9:46 to go in the 4th quarter. From the goal line, this is TJ Punk, and TJ Punk gets up to the 28.
I wouldn't know if that last defensive series for Arizona, if you'd call that a win or not, because they got 3 points. It could have been the turnover on the interception that was dropped by Moore, but now it's in the hands of Ashley Jackson, DJ Moses, and the rest of this Arizona Scorpions offense. You need to find a way to get to the end zone here. You're 72 yards away.
Jackson out to Moses, and oh, what a cut by Moses! Picks up 6 yards. Very impressive as Jeffrey Daggs saved a highlight reel play coming for DJ. What a move.
A great move to get free, and if Daggs wasn't there to make the stop, we still might have been calling his number going down the field. Great open field tackle there by Mike Daggs to keep him only gaining 6 yards.
And off to Moses, sliding up the middle, picks up 6 on the play. I like what Arizona's doing here, Gerald. The run game has been better than the pass game tonight, and there's still plenty of time. 8:58 to go. You're only down 2.
If you're down 2 scores, you can use all your playbook right now. Like you said, they've been running the ball very efficiently. Ashley Jackson's not too bad, 17-23, but it's going to come back to those 2 turnovers.
Jackson fires it outside. Moses, nothing there. Let's go back to Mike St. Green at the SFL studios with a game-breaking play by the Gladiators. Mike?
Yeah, Cameron, it looked like Louisiana was trying to get back into the game a little bit following a Mike Ryan interception that they didn't take advantage of. And in the very next possession, they go 3 and out, and Freeman Perrier already has an interception. This game comes through with a block, scooped up by Colin Douglas. He takes it all the way home for the touchdown, 28-13, St. Louis.
Thank you, Mike. What a play. The Gladiators, Phil Koss and their ownership group making plays big time. Gladiators, wow. They're on their way to 6-5.
Great special teams right there, as a block punt just results in a quick scoop and score. You usually have a hard time picking that ball up after it's blocked, but not that time. Great fortunate bounce there for St. Louis. But let's see what happens here on 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Jackson going long, one of the first times tonight, and way overthrew Donnie Hands. We have now seen that a few times tonight. Mexico City all over it, though. Jackson may have just been throwing that away. Wasn't much there, and golly, another punting situation for the Scorpions.
It had him in bracketed coverage, one short, one deep, and there was no chance of that ball getting there. She might have been throwing it away there, hoping maybe somehow it can get into the hands of one of the Hands brothers, but no luck. And man, it's looking bleak right now for Arizona.
Oh, almost blocked there too. This is McCall from the 26-yard line. Thomas dove at him, couldn't get him, and McCall gets it up to the 30. 7:56 left to go here in the 4th quarter. The SFL's 17th regular season reaches the pinnacle of hype next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern on Next Level Sports. The most important games to the playoff picture are on NXT. Watch tomorrow, 4:55 p.m. Eastern on For the Fans, when the dates and times of matchups for Week 12 will be revealed. First down at the 30 for Wilson. Wilson in some trouble, gets it away, high wind. Oh, they call that a catch? I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either. I think that Eddie Gage needs to be throwing that flag one more time here. Yes, and he is. There was no way that ball was caught inbound. Let's see if Ref 62 sees what we see here on the replay. There was just no way.
Been a frustrating night for Gage. He already won one challenge. We thought he should have challenged the Mike Daggs touchdown in the back of the end zone, and now here he is. Oh, did he get the toe in?
Ooh,
closer than I thought.
Was that right toe in with the heel up? Let's see what the 62 says.
It stands. What a grab by Highwind. He got the front of his foot in bounds, and they rule it a catch, and it costs Gage a timeout.
That could be costly with being down 2 scores and hoping to get the ball back here. But, man, that was a great catch and great footwork by Fox Highwind to keep the toes of his right foot in bounds as he caught that ball.
2nd down and 5. Handoff goes to Jones. Picks it, makes 4, just looks so easy. And you can see the frustration showing there for Arizona. That time it was Nick Butkus. Well, he's had plenty to be frustrated about tonight, but 3rd and 1.
Phoenix Jones has had his number quite a bit in this game. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd and 1. You're going to probably see it in hands number 21.
They shift weak side. Jones goes middle. Oh, they almost had it, but Jones gets away and gets another first down, and the clock continues to roll. Arizona just can't get off the field.
No, the defense has got to be gasped right now, as it looked like they had Phoenix Jones hemmed up right here. And there's just a great chip block, basically, to free Jones to get out to the outside and gain that first down almost at midfield here. But another enemy of Arizona right now, besides the guys in green, is that clock. 7 minutes to go and counting.
Mexico City, I would imagine, now dominating time of possession. They hand it off to Jones. He darts out left. Bentley picks up a block, and Tropicana saves a move of the sticks. But, I mean, Mexico City is they're just dominating, Gerald. This has been a dominant performance in the second half. There's no other way to say it.
How many times has Mexico City had 2nd and 1 in this second half? They had it at least 2 to 3 times in their first drive, and they have it here again. It's just been a great adjustment for Mexico City's offense against this potent Arizona defense.
Deep shot, and it is tipped, and again, Arizona misses the chance at an interception. Matt Wilson has provided so few opportunities, but I do like the shot, though, right? 2nd and 1. I mean, that's when you take your shot at this point of the field. But, man, Arizona missed another chance.
The two defensive backs that were there for Iverson, Gamble, and Eddie Gage, a combined 114 career interceptions. Could not bring that in, giving Mexico City new life here on 3rd and 1.
Wilson going to throw again. Quickly out to Jones. Jones doesn't get it. Sean Moore makes the play in the backfield. He's had a very active second half, although it hasn't all necessarily been good. But it's 4th down. Arizona gets the stop, and they still have life.
He had that dropped interception in the drive earlier in this ball game. Let's see if the punter here, George Amy, can pin Arizona deep and make him go hopefully the full length of the field here.
Oh! Arizona
Ow.
coming after the Parker Thomas almost got the block, but it's a long way to go, Gerald. They need 89 yards and quick.
89 yards and need to get it down there. I'd say they have to at least give themselves at least 3 minutes on the clock here. They got to score within 2.5 minutes to really give themselves a shot. But Mexico City's defense has been playing lights out here in the second half.
1st and 10 at the 11. For Jackson, big push right away on the line, and that throws off another overthrow looking for James Hands. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Gerald, what is open downfield? Nothing. Nothing is the correct answer.
You got that right. There's nothing open downfield, and it's forcing Ashley Jackson to throw balls in double or even triple coverage, and that's not good against the Mexico City secondary.
Jackson to throw again on 2nd down. Dangerous ball, nearly taken the other way. 3rd and 10.
That was the rookie Jermaine Menafield there, almost picking that ball off. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. Arizona, who came in to this game 50%, is now 4 of 10. They need a 1st down, and they need it big.
Jackson's last 7 passes, 3 for 7 for 8 yards. 3rd and 10 at the 11. Jackson, deep shot, one-on-one, caught! James Hands! 1st down to the 44. Oh, that was big for this offense.
Big-time players make big-time plays. And 3rd and 10, Ashley Jackson on a rope. Somehow, James Hands just takes it away from Gerard Brody, and Arizona has life now. They're at the 44-yard line here with just over 5 minutes to go in the game.
James Hands up to 56 yards on 3 grabs on 6 targets. They need more of that. 1st and 10 of the Arizona 44. They run it to Moses, and he lost a yard.
Coming up on the stop there, free safety Jeffrey Daggs, who was also having a game here. His 3rd tackle, but now they can't be running the football here. 4 minutes to go. You got to start throwing the football. They need to get, I think, TJ Punk involved there. I don't think he has a target this game.
Yeah, you're right. He's been extremely quiet out of the slot. 2nd down and 11. Bunch set. Dangerous ball. Oh, it's caught. I can't believe he caught that. Menafield on the coverage, and that was Punk.
Speaking of the devil, but how was that ball completed?
Play action now. 3rd down and 8. Deep fake from Jackson. Caught for the 1st down. Mixing it up now as Will Todd with his 3rd grab moves the chains in Arizona by the skin of their teeth, staying in this ball game.
Great play to get out of bounds to stop the clock, to save a timeout that they lost already with that one amazing catch by Fox Highwind. But Ashley Jackson looking decent right now on this drive. They're 46 yards away from Pater.
1st down for the Scorpions. Clock stopped with 4:20 to go. Jackson, middle. Dangerous.
Oof.
Punk the intended target. That is Jackson knocking it away. 2nd down.
Jackson with his first pass deflection of the football game. The 6th pass deflection for this Mexico City defense.
Second down shotgun for Ashley Jackson. Jackson's night, 21 of 32, 176 yards with those 2 picks. Jackson to throw, fires it out. Moses is open in the flats, not for long. Picks up 3. Now no huddle on 3rd and 7. They're 6 for 12 tonight.
And they got to get the 36-yard line. 4 down, definitely 4 down territory for the Scorpions.
3:58 to go. Jackson, 3rd down, steps up the pocket, fires, caught again to the 30. Pickup of 13 yards. Making that play down the field was Todd. 4th reception, just 1 behind Donnie. Jackson had a shotgun, 1st down for the 30. Fires, and it's almost picked off the deflection. Roscoe Justice dropped it.
Roscoe Justice, and you saw right there again, Xavier Hawkins having a great game at the cornerback position. The rookie 6'4", and he's only 195. Really small for a cornerback in this league, but comes up with a great deflection there.
It's the best drive for the Scorpions easily here in the second half since they threw that pick in the end zone to end the first half. 4 wide for Jackson. They go slants. That pass is tipped into the air, and it's caught! First down to the 16-yard line.
Oh, it looks like TJ Punk was watching some of the highlights there of Phil Koss.
Now they're going deeper. Jackson to the end zone, knocked away and picked off. Almost the same play, and Jeffrey Daggs is ruled down in the end zone for a touchback. Looking for hands in the back corner of the end zone, and the Aztecs are there again.
The 3rd interception looked like the same play like you mentioned before, and that ball was just underthrown, tipped up, and Jeffrey Daggs comes away with it. On the deflection, I believe that was Gerard Brody, another great rookie cornerback here, 16th overall pick, making the deflection. It comes into the hands of Jeffrey Daggs, and that should about do it right now for Arizona.
Coming up on the post-game update, we'll send you to bonus coverage of Louisiana St. Louis and then back to SFL Studios where myself and Mike St. Green will analyze Saturday's early action as Phoenix Jones is busting free. Phoenix Jones into Arizona territory at the 47-yard line. On the post-game, we'll preview tonight's remaining 2 games around the league, which includes the battle for the Pacific between Los Angeles and Vancouver. It's all coming up on the post-game update. Phoenix Jones says, wait just a second, I'm not done.
As he, for the second time in this game, just absolutely makes Everett Garrison look horrible. As Phoenix Jones, who I believe only had 65 yards at halftime, and now is over 165 yards. Right now, currently unofficially at 169 on 28 carries. With that long run of 33, his longest of the game.
And had 24 through the air tonight, almost 200 all-purpose yards for Phoenix Jones in the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 47. Mexico City content to burn clock here. And Phoenix Jones picks up a couple.
You see Buckus there on the tackle. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a 2-minute warning. Again, they don't have to snap the ball until after the 2-minute warning. So, man, Mexico City just came out here in the second half. You're talking about punch, counter punch. Just hit the Scorpions in the mouth in the second half, and Arizona had no response.
Mexico City does not have to snap it before the 2-minute warning. They will not, and will keep it here. 2 minutes to go. Mexico City leading Arizona 20-6. St. Louis and Louisiana are both 5-5. They're in action right now. The Gladiators leading 28-13, but the Revolution are driving with under 5 to play. We'll get over there after action is done here. 2nd and 8 for the Aztecs. Arizona has 2 timeouts. They can use them to get the ball back, but every time they get down into the red zone, they've coughed it up tonight as Phoenix Jones knows he can end it with a 1st down on the next run.
Bringing up a 3rd and 4 as Arizona burns their 2nd timeout of the ball game. Like you mentioned, there's just too many mistakes. 3 interceptions for Ashley Jackson. 24 of 37 for 209. Maybe not great numbers, but the big number is the 3 turnovers compared to none for Mexico City.
Hand off to Ray Bentley to try to get the first down, and he can't get there, so Arizona's going to keep this interesting. Boy, what a comeback it would be, Gerald, if they came back to do something crazy in the last minute 53. You just never know.
Joey Tropicana with the stop. His 12th tackle of this ball game, his 11th solo. I mean, you're talking about how long Arizona's defense has been out there. 55 combined tackles for Arizona compared to 44 for Mexico City. So let's see if they can pin him deep here, and a little push punt to the sideline.
Decent punt, returnable for Punk. Gets it to the 14-yard line. And that's where Arizona will set up shop once more.
Buck 46 to go in the game. You're at your own 14. You have no timeouts. It's dark, and you're wearing sunglasses. That's what you're going to need to do here, because you can't run the football. It's got to be throwing the air. You got to trust in Ashley Jackson right now.
Jackson play fake, 1st and 10 of the 14, throws to the sideline, incomplete. That is not what you need, and this is not what St. Louis needed. Let's go back to SFL Studios for a game update. Mike St. Green over in St. Louis.
Yeah, Cam, the Revolution are not quite done. B.E. Robo with a touchdown catch right here. Less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Revolution pulled within 8.
Thank you, Mike. 141 here. 2nd down and 10. Arizona climbing the mountain at the moment. They will fire outside. Got to get out of bounds. Punk turns the sideline. Did not get out of bounds. 1st and 10 to the 32. They appreciate the extra yards, but they would have liked a clock stoppage too.
T.J. Punk, she's a vet. You need to get out of bounds right there.
Oh, Ashley buried in the backfield, and Louisiana just recovered the onside kick in the St. Louis, Louisiana game. Again, that's bonus coverage coming up next. Ashley Jackson fires it, and is caught. That is a first down for Will Todd. Todd's 5th reception, 1:05 to play.
Somehow Ashley Jackson is finding a way to drive them down the field here. And that's going to be the first sack, I believe, of the ball game.
Wow. You got to throw that in the dirt.
Yeah, and believe it or not, Dan Tritz comes up with the sack here. And again, this time she does get rid of it, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 13 here with 47 ticks on the clock. Boy, what a time for Dan Tritz to show up with a sack.
Yeah, and they were fortunate that hit the turf so that they could get out of that without any timeouts. You can't have negative plays. Arizona just desperately trying to get in the end zone for the first time tonight. It's been a bit exhausting to watch. Empty. Jackson. Pump fake, sacked. Sacked in the back. That's Brock Lee. Now it's 4th and 16, and they got to run no huddle. 35 seconds left. Mexico City trying to put a cherry on a beautiful defensive performance. As Jackson on 4th and long fires, it's caught and short of the first down by a half a yard. Mexico City's going to 9-2.
If that just doesn't sum up this game for Arizona, nothing does, as Ben Charbs comes up with the stop inches away from a first down. Got a great tackle, and then he ended up getting some help there from Jeffrey Daggs. But what a win for Mexico City. This is going to do wonders for their strength of victory, as they're going to come away with a 20-6 victory. Unbelievable play by this whole Mexico City team today.
A dominant performance by Mexico City as the Aztecs are going to get the win, 20-6. Jack Brown and Ryan Caudell have the call from Gateway Coliseum in St. Louis, where Louisiana has a first down, trying to go down and tie the game after they recovered an onside kick. That bonus coverage is coming up next. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. And now let's send it over to Jack and Ryan for bonus coverage.
Still save a time before the 2-minute warning, but do you want to? You could tie this game and force the overtime.
There's a lot Louisiana can do right now. Deep drop from Tommy Utah. Throws over the middle. One-handed grab by B. Robo. Gets 9 yards. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning, folks. Louisiana down by 8. 2 minutes left, and Louisiana's down by 8 against the St. Louis Gladiators. It's all to play for with 2 minutes left. You're watching the SFL on Twitch. Second down and 1 for Louisiana. That yellow line is right there. And oh, they get the free play. They're going to get the first down. Utah takes a shot for the end zone, picked off, but that doesn't matter. None of that matters because they got the first down.
Yeah, huge play. They get the free play. Huge penalty for St. Louis there. They give Louisiana another chance in this game, and this game means everything. If you win this, your season's still alive. You still have a chance to make the playoffs. If you lose this, you're done. You're out of it. And for them to give them just a costly penalty there, that is so huge. Louisiana's still in this game. Their season is still alive.
21 yards they need to cover in a minute 56. Still, the down and distance means more than the time. Deep drop from Tommy Utah. Utah able to get a short crossing route to work for him. 2nd and 8. And really now, it almost feels as if like there's a lot more time left. But the bare minimum, Louisiana's certainly playing like there is.
Yeah, you still need that 2-point conversion. There's still a lot to go, but they still have the heart in them. They know that this game is not over yet.
Yeah, and they have 2 of their 3 timeouts. Handoff to Reggie Streeter up the middle. Reggie Streeter gains 4 yards, makes it a 3rd and 4. And they had 2 plays to get 4 yards, and they're milking the clock down.
Yeah, and it's just so impressive how Louisiana has been able to come back. They were down, 21-10 at one point.
Quick drop from Utah, throws the sidelines. That's a first. No! They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That's 4th and inches. Twin screw. Oh, that's a bit of a weird spot, I gotta say. But unfortunately, I think Louisiana is out of challenges.
Yeah, I don't think they can challenge it. It would be a booth review at this point. And another key thing is Reggie Streeter was hurt on the play. They're not going to have that goal line back here on 4th and inches. They're not going to have their number 1 running back.
Everything. The season comes down to this. And oh, it's another jump. They're going to get the first down. Not off their own merits, which they would have gotten it anyway. But because St. Louis jumped again.
They would have gotten the first down anyway. Luckily, they earned it on their own. But, oh my goodness, another penalty for the Gladiators. They are so jumpy. They know what's at stake. They know the season's on the line. And they are so excited. They're just jumping everywhere. The anxiety is through the roof here for St. Louis. Both of these teams need this game right now. Both of these teams need to win this game to keep their season, keep their playoff hopes alive, and no one's going to give it easily.
No, they are not. 5 yards away from the end zone. St. Louis crowding the line. 56 seconds left. Goes to the end zone. That's going to be caught. 2 yards shy. Twin screw. Oh, this is the worst time to be flatlined to a pass-only offense. Is when you're this close and you only have so much time.
Reggie Streeter, though he hasn't been having the best game, all they need is 2 yards. He's been good for that. They don't have Streeter. That's a huge blow to this offense and what they can do at the goal line.
2nd and goal. Quick drop by Utah. Throws it back in the end zone. No! Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Led has made a little bit too far.
And Jack, it was the right play call. And now they're going to review it when they should have maybe reviewed that first down earlier. I'm not going to say anything, but they review this. This one was very close. I'm not sure if he was able to get that foot in or not. It looked like he may have stepped out of bounds.
Nope.
It's going to be close. That left foot looks like it comes in out of bounds. I'm not sure.
We'll have to see.
The pass was incomplete.
Yep, and it's incomplete. Andrew really clapping. So it's 3rd down for Louisiana.
And really,
3rd down and 2.
this can be the season. Right here, these next 2 plays, they have to get into the end zone. You're not going to get any more chances after this. You can't rely on the free play.
Quick drop from Utah. Utah throws the sideline. Cameron Collier catches it, loses 2. So it's 4th and goal. Louisiana needs 4 yards. Oh man.
That was a great play there by the safety. Winkler able to cover him, but I mean, Collier catches that ball a little bit behind him. It throws his balance off, and he just needs to find that pylon. That's a huge mistake. Backs them up a huge 2 yards.
Here we go, folks. 4th and goal. It all comes down to this. Utah, deep drop. Utah looking around, goes back in the end zone. No good! No good! It's a 1st down the other way. B. Robo not able to get it in.
That was the exact same touchdown play they called earlier where Robo was able to find his 1st touchdown of the game. This time he finds the back of the end zone. He's going to be incomplete. And if the booth were to review a touchdown call, I wouldn't say it was that last one. It would be this one right here. That one was so close.
It's agony.
I don't think they're going to give it to him, Jack. I think that's how this game ends.
The chat. I had to, oh man. My sympathies go out to all those in chat who are wanting for an exciting game. Oh, the dream isn't dead yet. What the heck?
What is this? I mean, what is this game, St. Louis? All you needed to do was run the ball. You needed to run the ball. You go and you still have a chance at the playoffs this season. They throw an interception. Oh my goodness,
Evan.
What is this game?
Evan Arthur saves it for Louisiana. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. 1st and goal, balls on the 5. Ball on the 5. They still have a timeout in hand, too. You can't make this up, folks. Tommy Utah deep drop, throws the end zone, tips incomplete.
Oh my goodness. These quarterbacks need to stop playing with my emotions, man. This is not a game. Oh my goodness. That was nearly an interception. Nearly threw the game away. Tommy Utah did. Lucky that one falls to the turf, and they are lucky they've got another set of life here. Another set of downs here.
2nd and goal. Quick drop from Utah, throws, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. B. Robo. They're relying on him. At some point, it's got to work.
He got the touchdown earlier. He just needs to find the next one. 16 targets on the day. He's been a big part of this offense. A big target for Tommy Utah. We'll see if they go to him again in the end zone.
3rd down and goal. Ball on the 5 for Louisiana. And final drive, take 2. Stand up, throws, tipped around. Oh my God, picked! That has to be it. That has to be the ball game. St. Louis has to have won it now.
And really, who knows, but Geralt Winkler getting his 3rd interception of the game. That's the 2nd hat trick for St. Louis. Phil Koss has his 3-touchdown hat trick. Winkler getting his 3-interception hat trick. And surely St. Louis has put a cap on this game. All you need to do is run the ball. Don't get any crazy funny business with the throwing action here.
Oh man. Everything this game had in that last few minutes had everything in a bag of chips. But St. Louis is gonna barely eke away with the victory.
I mean, and what a game from both of these teams. Well fought from the beginning to the end. Louisiana was down, but they were never out of it. Not for a second have they been out of this football game. They put on some heroics, but they just weren't able to get it done.
And that's a wrap. St. Louis beats Louisiana 28-20. What a thriller. As the Gladiators improve to 6-5, Louisiana falls to 5-6. More SFL action coming up after this. We go to the studios and then out to Vancouver for Los Angeles and Vancouver for the battle for the Pacific. You're watching the SFL, presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Sim Football Post Game with Mike St. Green. I'm Cameron Irvine, and what an amazing opening window we just witnessed there as St. Louis survives a thriller.
Yeah, Cam, I'm typically not speechless, but as you well know, but man, I am speechless after that finish of that game. I've never seen anything like it since I've been a part of this league, and amazing finish for sure. And congratulations goes out to St. Louis for a hard-fought win. They were down 10 early, did a great comeback in this game, scoring 21 straight after that, and held on for a victory, an amazing victory, which possibly sets up a huge matchup next week against Atlanta.
And if you like that, we got some more. Coming up next, LA and Vancouver. If Los Angeles wins, they win the Pacific. If Vancouver wins, help me, because it's a mess up at the top of the Pacific Division. LA is 7-3, Vancouver 6-4. In bonus coverage, Lone Star 5-5 takes on 4-6 Vegas as those two teams try to hang in the playoff picture.
Yeah, Cam, LA, they could possibly win the division, as you mentioned, but if Vancouver loses this game, they really put themselves in a possible situation of being out of the playoffs altogether. So a huge game for both teams. LA looking to punch their ticket, Vancouver looking to solidify their playoff standings, and Lone Star coming up against Vegas as well. Vegas trying to hang on to a playoff spot, and Lone Star, they're trying to join the 6-win club, which kind of pretty much put you in the picture. So we'll see how it turns out in a few minutes.
After today's action so far, Arizona falls to 7-4. They're hoping LA will slip up and muddy up that 5-8 seeding. Mexico City's now 9-2 to join Florida. They won earlier today. They're at the top at 9-2. More SFL action coming up next after this break. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. And Josh Zirkle's got the call from Canada when this international flair of SFL action returns in a moment.